Hello, my name is Abe and welcome back to the darkest dungeon. Let's embark on a new quest, shall we? This quest is beyond my experience. Why does it always default to selecting the level 6 mission instead of the level 0 missions over here? We're not gonna deal with the darkest dungeon for quite some time here. We're gonna go to the ruins because that's the only thing we have unlocked. We can do a scouting mission, a skirmish, an exploration, and a cleansing. What's the difference? Complete 100% of room battles, complete 100% of room battles. I guess cleanse is a level 2, not a level 2, but a medium length mission. Skirmish is a short length mission. I guess that's the difference in the names here. I'm just looking at the estate map quest description here on the left. We are going to do... I think we're gonna do this one, the exploration mission. Explore 90% of rooms, we get a shimmering cloak out of it, which is +8 to dodge. That seems like it might be pretty good. Like, you put that on a tanky unit, that unit will be able to dodge a lot more attacks. So we're gonna do that really quickly though. What I should do, just make sure that we have everything upgraded that we want upgraded. We can upgrade Tavern, but we don't have anyone in the tavern. We can upgrade the Abbey, but we have no one in the Abbey. So I guess I'm just gonna spend a little bit more to upgrade the stagecoach. We'll get 4 heroes next week.
More arrive, foolishly seeking fortune and glory in this domain of the damned.
And we'll move on here. So, Leper. Leper will serve, right, it's the other one, the Abomination that won't serve. Okay, I think we're just gonna do the same party we did before. The only person who's slightly weak is Gaffard. They have a bit of stress damage associated with them, but hopefully we can deal with that in the future, keep their stress down a little bit. And I think we just go immediately. We still have the Highwayman's Buckle on our Highwayman. We have other trinkets we could put on people. It just reduces their dodge chance though, and I don't think we need to worry about anything else. Okay, firewood and camping. Yes, this is gonna be a medium length mission, so we have firewood. Firewood allows us to camp during the mission. We'll have to eat food, so we need to make sure we actually bring food. But camping allows us to recover our stress, health, sanity, give ourselves some bonuses, so camping is a very powerful tool in this game. I'm gonna take a couple of stacks of torches, maybe a couple of stacks minus a couple shovels, couple keys, maybe some medicinal herbs. And we will embark. Yes. I still don't know what laudanum does, but I imagine we'll figure that out. Like, I imagine there'll be a tutorial pop up when we come across blood or laudanum or whatever we need to deal with that. Let's go. Maybe we should have brought 3 shovels because you really don't want to run out of shovels on a mission, but hopefully we'll be fine. So ruins. We're gonna come across skeletons. We're gonna come across those cultists.
Pace out
the hero panel, yes. Right click on someone, you can see what their abilities are. I like the layout here because if we do come across a dead end where we need a shovel, we can just backtrack. But for now, we'll just keep moving on. So this is a urn. If we put holy water in the urn, consecrated water dissolves the ashes. Valuables remain, so we get some money out of it. That's not bad. It's basically just free money because I didn't even pay anything for the holy water. The Crusader gave it to me because I picked him as one of my party members. So there's nothing in this room. We don't need to get into combat technically. We just need to find or explore all the rooms. So this is a journal page. There's a lot of these journal pages in the game. If you collect them, they will be available for reading in the Hamlet. Blood-soaked pages torn from a journal, 6 of 6. I cannot recall why we ventured onto land. Why did we leave when Mother Ocean provided all we needed beneath her tender waves? I will now return home, back to her embrace. Indecipherable scratchings fill the remainder of the page. So someone has gone insane in the membrane. And with this, we're just gonna use a key. Cabinet gives us quite a bit of money, actually. So that journal page kind of sounded like they're talking about the Cove, which is a watery area that you can go in the game. It's kind of like how the Ruins is kind of a dungeon. sounds like that's where that's taking place. Like maybe it's other adventurers, maybe it's something else, I don't know. So the Highwayman's gonna deal with this trap that's up ahead. We've got combat in both directions, curios. That scouting tells us what's going on, but not much else. It doesn't show us what the curios are, it doesn't tell us what's actually in the room. There's a curio by this battle over here, but I'm not so worried about one battle in that direction. Okay, medicinal herbs, right? The herbs disinfect the station, allowing for successful research, and we made gold out of herbs, I guess. Sure. I don't want to deal with a urn when I don't have anything to deal with it. You know, you could, put your hand in the urns of the recently departed, and try to find valuables or see what happens, but, you might get a disease, you might get a ton of stress because you're desecrating ashes, and these guys are all pious. That sounds like a bad plan. I'm gonna pop torches. Cultist Acolyte, Bone Courtier, we want to try to kill them as soon as we can because they're gonna be dealing with stress. So Plague Grenade from the Plague Doctor. Good. They are technically dead, but if I could kill them before they even get a chance to do anything, I would love that, because that means that I could actually potentially kill them, before they even have a chance to act at all. Okay, he is dead because he's gonna take blight damage and he'll die. So let's try to knock out the Cultist Acolyte in the back, and she is dead. That was the perfect amount of damage that we needed, 8. So this is good. And we critted the guy in the front for stress relief for everybody. You're dead. You're dead. He's the only guy left alive, and we dodged his attack. Lovely. Thank you, 9 dodge. Now we just go to town. Maybe try to do some, we don't need to do any healing, do we? 6 damage, he's dead. That was a fantastic fight. They're not all gonna go like that. That's one of those lucky encounters where we actually managed to have good RNG. Stack of books. Don't touch the stack of books. Just leave the stack of books. Hunger. I have food. We can eat. Oh, I should have brought more food. Because if you bring excess food when you camp, you can regain stress just by eating. So I should have definitely brought more food. I hate this guy. Don't accuse the guy who's already got stress. But it only did 8. Only did 8 stress. That's not half bad. Okay, 7 damage. I think we just knock him out. I was thinking we don't have to hit that guy, but if he gets an attack, he's gonna deal stress. So why not just get the kill on him as soon as we can? He dodged the blight grenade. What a jerk. Dead weight caused my highwayman to get knocked back slightly. Not that bad. Smite might get a kill on the bone soldier. It did.
Executed with impunity.
And we get to go first. Okay. Tracking shot, I don't see the point of it. I know it was changed in the Crimson Court DLC, or at least in the game update for it. But still, it does so little damage. Yes, it buffs the highwayman, but for how long? Usually these types of abilities that do self-buffing only last for 2 or 3 turns, and you're not gonna get 2 or 3 turns worth of damage out of it. So I don't know when we would use tracking shot. So I'm just gonna use the pistol shot instead. Now, he did dodge it, but this guy does a lot of dodging. We could try stunning him. Our Plague Doctor does have a stun ability. It also clears the corpses. And even if it didn't stun him, this means that the Crusader can actually start pounding on this guy because he's in the front line now. Minus 20 to dodge. Yes, actually. He dodged the anti-dodge. Don't get stunned. Good. And yeah, just whack him down. 14 damage was on the high end. I think that was the high end. So the fact that we were able to actually get it to land is good. Let's see what tracking shot does. Let's try it. It critted. Oh, he gets the bonus for the entire battle. That's what makes tracking shot really good. I get it now. Because that was my big problem with tracking shot previously, is that unless you're using it to just deal the final blow on an enemy, you didn't get that much of a benefit out of it. But now that it lasts for an entire battle, I can see this working. I can see this working for a hard fight, for a boss fight. Now you got a highwayman who's gonna get that bonus for forever. That seems pretty good. Let's see if we can stun this guy. Didn't work, that's okay. Let's try to debuff him, I guess. We only have 2 attacks from the front here, so. Reduce his damage and accuracy a little bit. He's still alive. Hopefully he'll miss now, though. No, he crits instead for 6, dealing a lot of stress to everybody. What a jerk.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope
Uses per battle 1. Okay, so as soon as the fight ended, it did increase from uses remaining 0 to uses per battle 1, so we can actually do it multiple times here. Survival guide, plus scouting, plus trap, -1 speed. I'm gonna give this to someone immediately, like Plague Doctor. I'm not using the Plague, I'm not using the Plague Doctor to trap, and their speed isn't that important, but actually now that I think about it, I should probably give it to like the Vessel, because their speed's not that important. But we gotta take everything else here first. Oh my god. I want the deeds, I want the holy water. Let's use a torch. Put the book here. Put the book on her. She has bleed resistance in the first, or in the second slot, that's fine. Then we'll take the deeds, and I'll swap out the anti-venom for the holy water, and I'll swap out the jade for the money, because the money's worth more, and we're more likely to get money than we are to get random bits of jade. Okay. Unlocked strongbox, we'll open it.
Finding the stuff
and those actually do stack. Test. Perfect.
Now it must be carried home.
So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 rooms left. I could backtrack to this combat. And that's what I'm gonna do. It's not really backtracking as it is just going in a different direction, but I want to see what's over here. Ignore the Iron Maiden, please. I mean, I know it's over here, it's combat, but I want the combat. It's one room that we can explore, and combat's generally good because it means that we can kill things and get their loot. All right, no, ooh, not noxious spikes. Plague grenade, that's what we want to start with every time, because it's 24 damage, you know? 4 damage by 3 rounds, that's 12 damage times 2 targets, that's 24 damage on one guy's attack. That's pretty good. You still need to get hit again, because you're not dead. We'll deal with that in a second. Guess we'll try to take you out, and 12 is high on the damage there. 2 to 5, or that doesn't hit, so we're gonna do the 2 to 5. It does 3, that means that she's dead. That means she's not gonna stress us out. She has a bleed resistance thing on, so she's much less likely to get hit by that bleed attack. She has 70% resistance right now. Coral shot from the sniper, the arbalist. He has a high chance to crit, I think, and his damage is pretty on point. He can hit the people in the back. He's kind of an annoying target for us to have. I'm gonna try to stun. If we get the shuffle, great. The shuffle back is nice because the arbalest is a little bit closer for the Crusader to get a hit in on him. But I also just wanted to stun one guy. Bayonet jab. So because we moved the Bone Defender back, the arbalest moved up, and because he's in the first 2 slots, he can't use his Quarrel ability, the high damage, high crit ability. He can only use Bayonet Jab. So he used Bayonet Jab, which moved him back. So that was good for us. He has 6 HP. We only need to do 2 damage to kill him, so let's use the Vessel if we can. I gotta move the Vessel back because she can't heal from this spot. The Highwayman got knocked back at some point. That was on the last fight, wasn't it? Okay, so I am messing it up a little bit here.
Continue the onslaught.
He's dead, the guy in the back is dead. That's why I wanted to use an AoE attack. Yeah, I gotta move the Vessel back so that she can do some healing. This guy was stunned. Uses remaining 1. It's probably for a 4 fight, like for the entire fight. which again makes these abilities so much more valuable. Just get the kill.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Now we can, I don't know. Keep poisoning him? It's not gonna do anything, but whatever.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
I'm not gonna worry about the busts. Worry about the busts later. First of all, swap you guys around so that you can actually do healing. Make our way back. I could keep exploring, by the way. There was a location where maybe we could have used the holy water on an urn, but we can always save that for later. We don't need to use it now. And we need to think about when to camp as well. We should camp when we need to heal or reduce stress, but for right now I think we're just gonna keep moving on. We're in a good position, we're doing fine.
The match is
Still have torches.
a blazing star.
There's a trap we didn't
born.
see, causing a little bit of stress and damage to our vessel. She's gotta start doing some healing. And there's the scouting, thank you. And a secret room, awesome. Secret rooms are great. If you have a key, which we do, you can get like 10,000 bucks out of them. It's wonderful. I'm gonna keep exploring. Iron Maiden, nope. Pack of loot, sure. Nothing. Don't need to worry about the light right now. We're not gonna have any fights. We got scouting, so we're gonna see the hallways permanently now. At least up until this room up here, so. Keep moving on. Don't touch the Iron Maiden. Might wanna camp like right now. We're not gonna get that much stress relief, but then I'll have more room in the inventory. Let's camp. So if I use 8 food, then I can recover 25% HP and 10 stress from everybody, but then I'll be left with no food. And if we get a starvation prompt in the future, then my characters will starve. So I'm just gonna take the full meal, plus 10% HP, a little bit of healing for everyone. And then we can de-stress people with skills. Everyone has up to 4 skills, and you can unlock these later, different skills later if you want. So what do we got? Prevents nighttime ambush and better chance at surprising monsters from the Highwayman here. You can clean his gun for better ranged damage and accuracy and crits. The vessel can reduce stress, buff a companion with accuracy and dodge and reduce stress. Plague Doctor can basically do healing and blight and disease removal. And the Crusader can reduce stress from everybody and give them stress reduction bonus on future battles. Remove mortality debuffs and minus 15 stress on one companion. I think I would like to use Bandit Sense. Preventing the nighttime ambush is smart because when you get ambushed, you get ambushed. You get a party shuffled and the enemy gets an advantage on you. And if it's a tough fight, you might be severely disadvantaged. So the bonus chance of surprising is good too. Let's use Bandit Sense. I'm going to 2 stress, 19, 51, 21. I'm gonna use Zealous Speech. Reduces the stress on everybody. We have 3 respite remaining, 3 points. 1 companion. Religious though, that doesn't count the Plague Doctor, and I want to remove Plague Doctor stress here. So we're going to instead just use Encourage, reduce the Plague Doctor stress a little bit, and we're done. Cool.
As the light gains purchase,
It's a pretty okay amount of recovery there, even though I didn't have the necessary food. And we also got free torchlight out of it, so I can save some torches and make sure I have enough for the entirety of the remaining floor here. The pack has already been looted. I'm gonna do this hallway at the end with the one with the trap door. Oh, but there's a locked sarcophagus. I hope I get another key somewhere. These guys were not surprised, I'm noticing. And they dodged the attack. Okay, Plague Grenade. We gotta knock them out. I could try to stun them and move them around, but if I can get a couple of Plague Grenades, then they will be dead in 2 turns anyways. Tempting goblet. Of course they're hitting the backline units with the stress. The bleed is slightly annoying. I'm not gonna focus healing right now. I'm gonna focus healing on the next turn. Right now I want to do more damage. Oh my god, they keep dodging our attacks. Thank you for resisting the pushback, because I need to do healing at some point. Okay. I guess just hit him. Wow, 1 HP remaining. Hopefully we get a move before they do, because I want to kill them before they can stress us. Okay, he is dead on the next turn, but he is gonna get 1 stress attack out. Can we kill her? Yes, she's dead. She won't get a stress attack out. Now we can do something like Disorient Blast. Get the stun so he loses his turn.
Their formation is broken.
Now we can start doing healing. And even something like Bulwark of Faith as a bit of a delay tactic. But let's actually just do Zealous Accusation first to guarantee the 1 kill on the 1 guy. He's stunned, he's gonna come back. We can get healing out. Guys are a little bit low on HP. We need to start focusing healing a little bit more. I think. He's almost dead. He is dead. Nope, he resisted the blight, damn it. And 4 damage means that that heal was essentially wasted, but now we healed for 5. And I am curious to see how this works. I'm just gonna use it once. He's marked for the entirety of the battle. And he gets protection for the entirety of the battle, and we got plus 20 light. That's not bad. I can see that being pretty useful.
This expedition at least promises success.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping the expedition promises success, Mr. June. Pop a torch before this combat. Oh, but it's only 2 bone rabbles, and they're surprised. This is great, because it means we have a chance to actually, like, get healing done. 1's dead. We can, oh, we can't stun him, but we can blight him. We can do some healing on, let's do it on Highwayman. It's pretty low. Get a stun out. He's dead by the blight, and he's gonna die, so. A bit unfortunate that we killed him with that stunning blow attack, but whatever.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
I suppose we'll get rid of the onyx for the gold, because we're probably gonna get more gold than we are gonna get, you know, this specific type of gem. Could get rid of the citrine, but it's currently worth 1,250. This is only worth 500, so I'm just gonna do it like this. Maybe that's the wrong play, but I don't think it's gonna matter too much. You know, worst case scenario, we lose a tiny, tiny bit of gold, whatever.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
I want the page, so I'm gonna get rid of the holy water. A trampled journal to a 4. We found in the East Gallery, filled with portraits of our ancient lineage, uncaring witnesses to the slaughter. Al-Hazred, the fiery heartbeat of our retinue, wrought keen havoc in our enemy's ranks. I keenly feel his absence, even as I remember voiding myself upon seeing his lifeless body fall, blood pouring from his screaming mouth, some cruel knife having rent his lungs to gore. Yet we were victorious, and thus we press on. So this sounds like it's another squad, like another group of adventurers. The other one, you know, this could just be like fishermen. Or maybe it's something else, I don't know. Okay, moving on. Still want to keep the torchlight high, you know, the surprise chance is good. We have that buff to surprise chance, why not use it? Fusilier, Cutthroat. Cutthroat bleeds, the Fusilier does a little bit of spread out damage. We have a better chance of hitting the Cutthroat, but we do more damage to the Fusilier because this guy's got protection. So let's try to hit him, because if we max out our damage, he'll die to the Plague Grenade. So now, 50% stun resistance on this jerk. I'm gonna mark. I'm gonna see how this works. Maybe they'll target him, and with his protection, he'll absorb some damage. Don't. Yes! Okay, so the Fusilier at the back is dead. We're gonna Judgment. She has, like, bad accuracy, doesn't she? No. I mean, minus versus Eldritch, but nothing here is Eldritch. Point blank shot. Pushed him back. Ugh. We can still open vein from the front shot. From the front spot, though. And these guys will bleed. This would kill him, but so would this. Good. The stun landing means that he is dead because he's gonna take an additional 4 points of damage over 2 turns. You've just gotta heal. Rain of Whips, AoE attack. Gonna hit everyone, apply bleed to everyone. And stress. That's a nasty attack. And now we're just gonna chop this guy up as much as we can. Keep bleeding him, buddy. Ooh, crit for 13 means he is dead. In 1 turn, but he is dead if this lands. And poisons. Okay, he's dead. 4 damage, 4 damage. Yeah. Now we're just gonna focus on healing. Go ahead and heal the, heal yourself.
The wounds of war can be healed.
Yes, they can. But never hidden? Well, I mean, if it heals over nicely, pretty much it can. Get the kill, reduce your stress. Ooh, and we got trinkets here. Plus 30% stun skill chance on the Crusader, so you can hold that. Thank you. And then plus 10% damage melee skills, minus 4 dodge, which we could put on the Crusader. So let's do that. And Jade, we don't care about. So the Crusader got a couple of trinkets. Drastically reduced dodge chance, but better chance at actually landing a stun and better damage in general. That's pretty nice. So the interesting thing about that mark is that if you use the mark, like on the Crusader, it's gonna last for the entirety of the fight. So there's nothing over there. There's no point in exploring. We're gonna start backtracking, get to that secret door. So all the combat is that a starvation? No, just everyone's bleeding and they're like, oh, I'm bleeding. If we had bandages, we could stop the bleeding, but I don't really care about doing that right now because we're done. As long as we don't get surprise combat here, which can happen. You know, as you walk through hallways repeatedly, enemies can spawn and prevent you from walking around for forever. But as long as that doesn't happen, we are done with all of the combat, so. As much as I would like to open the sarcophagus, I don't think we should. We could use a shovel. Should also make sure everyone gets in their normal positions here. You know what? You bash it open, and we got 1,200 gold. That was 1,000% worth a shovel. And we're gonna drop the other shovel, because we don't need it. Because we've explored the entirety of the map already. The pack contains loot. Another page.
For a task well performed.
I guess we're gonna get a lot of these until we get all of them. Or most of them, and then they'll stop spawning. What was it? There's 22 pages. Journal of Darius Highwayman, 2 of 6. Day 4. The road to this damned hamlet was a tricky one, both to find and to travel. When it revealed its ruined face, I swore I had never seen such neglect. Some buildings collapse, and uncaring residents fidgeting uselessly. I went swiftly to the tavern. Others with similar interest had gathered there, and I was assembled into an expedition. We leave at first light on the morrow. I mean, I want it, so I'm gonna pop a torch, get rid of the torches, because we're gonna get the secret room loot. So we're on the secret door square. We just press up. We have a key. We get 3,500 each. Lordy. I'll get rid of 2 busts to hold on to 3,500 gold. This is gonna be like gold heavy. Like, look at this. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 stacks of 1750, plus a little bit. We've got 3 of these puzzling trapahedroids. We've got another like 2,000 or 3,000 in gems. We've got 3 journal pages and then some deeds, busts, and crests on the side. These don't stack, do they now? You know what? Screw the 475. Let's take 2 busts instead of 400 bucks. Now we're done. So that was extremely profitable.
Walls of our ancestry are beginning to feel familiar.
Picked up 20,000 gold, plus almost 5,000 from the mission itself, and a fairly decent amount of heirlooms, but really this was a gold mission apparently. We've got a lot of gold. And the shimmering cloak, kind of like the idea of giving this to the Crusader with the minus dodge gear with the plus dodge gear. That should kind of even itself out a little bit. No one leveled up, which is nice because I would like to keep these guys going out on these low-level missions, and if they level up too much, they won't go on low-level missions. We gotta be very aware of that. Our vessel got a quirk. Manslayer, plus accuracy and crits versus humans, of which those bandits are human.
Though long years may seek to separate them, action and consequence will invariably have their dreadful reunion.
Hear ye, intolerable. Clouds of mosquitoes and other less identifiable pests continue to descend upon the hamlet with maddening persistence. Illness and irritation abound. New courtyard quest available. Courtyard quest. What is a courtyard quest? New courtyard quest available. I've never seen this before. Oh, hey, look at this. There's like mosquitoes on our little fountain here.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Here's the journal pages that we have collected. Cool. We have a couple of new buildings. The guild, which we can use to gain new abilities and upgrade the abilities we have.
Our soldiers must be ready.
Allow skill upgrades to rank 2. That's something that I'm just gonna get right now.
Some may fall, but their knowledge lives on.
Now the upgrades are not that good on some skills, but better on others. So for example, Smite, the main attack of the Crusader, its accuracy increases by 5%, and the damage buff versus unholy enemies also goes up by 5%. But something like the Vessel's ability, first of all, I can give her the party heal, and also her heal increases by 1 point. It goes from 3 to 5 to 4 to 6. That's absolutely worth the money that would be spent here. And we also have the blacksmith, which is similar, but for weapons.
Blast once again. The forge stands ready to make weapons of war.
So if I upgrade, let's say let's upgrade the weapon itself.
Fan the flames, mold the metal. We are raising an army.
Then the damage on the Crusader goes from 6 to 12 to 7 to 14. The crit goes up 0.5%. I mean, 2.5% if we do the maximum level would be pretty nice. The speed does not change. And the armor would go from, it would increase the dodge and increase the HP, which is nice. Cool, so we've got this weird courtyard quest. I've never seen that before. Granted, I haven't played too much of Darkest Dungeon in some time. This is kind of the first time I've played it in like a year at least. But good mission. Wait, stagecoach. Occultist. They are a risky healer. There's the crushing build. Backtracker. Backtracker is pointless. Just want to select a couple of characters here. Oh yeah, you are so much better than the other one. We'll grab the Abomination. We'll grab the Antiquarian.
One must know it.
And we're full. We don't need a second occultist right now. So now I will end the episode. Thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more, and I hope to see you here for the next quest, Embarkation, Provisionment of Darkest Dungeon.